Hi, I'm welcome to Aussie Kicks. On today's show, well, Christmas is just around the corner.
Yay, it's almost Christmas. Nice.
So I thought now would be a golden opportunity to look at what you can get on the entry level side of it, basically around the £100 mark. Now, are these worth putting your money into, or should you save up a little bit more? These are going to be also focused towards more younger RC fans, so if that's something that interests you, stay tuned. So the three offerings that we have here are all ready to run. They have everything you need to get going. They've got batteries, USB chargers, full electrics. You just take the battery out, charge it up, put it in, and you can take it out and drive it. Now, these are going to be more focused towards the younger RC fans, and that's not me and my demographic. So we've spent the budget, and we've got a very expensive expert to come in to give us judgment on these three RCs.
Whoa! What do you want? I was talking to my Instagram followers. Hashtag old man on YouTube.
Yeah, anyway.
I don't know which one I'm going to choose though. I have no idea.
That is a bit disappointing, and Charlie really doesn't like this car. Right. The three kits that we're going to review today are these.
This is probably from the future. There's actually going to be 4 cars. Call yourself a professional.
And naming, yeah, you're going to love this one. This is the ZG-UD2300B. This one is the JJ-RC Q146YW or N. And the last one is this one, which is the HBX-SG Pinecone. Yeah. Anyway, for the sanity of this video, we're going to call them Shock, Bomber and Racing. Links are in the description. Naming. Oh my god. Anyway, the first thing kicking off is which one looks the most desirable from the box. Which marketing team did the best job and made the graphics look the most appealing to a youngster?
If I was going to pick one of these boxes and they were on a shelf, I'd pick this one because the colour's nice on it.
So out of these three, the one that you think they did the best job to make it most desirable is this one.
Yeah.
And out of the other two, which one would you pick second?
This one.
That one. Okay, so that's last. So the winner of this round is this one, which is the, I don't know, what one is that one? Shock, which is the ZG-UD2300B. Okay, right, let's unbox them and see what's inside. We started with this, the Bomber. Now on the box, well, this was the one that came last from your selection. You thought it wasn't as that good, but when we opened the box,
it looked a lot better than we thought it would.
yeah, the red and black, we were really impressed with it, weren't we?
Yeah.
So it stands out more vibrant than the box. So I think the box needs a bit of work, I think, to make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
And then it came with a transmitter. Now this is a pretty basic transmitter. It's like one up from the ultra basic, as it has got a bit of foam on the steering. It takes 2 AA batteries. We will do a range test when we take them out and run them, but it's good enough. Then you get a manual and the usual standard USB charger, and it comes with a 1500 milliamp battery. It also came with a load of stickers, so probably put on a few of the stickers, and basically we found some of them just don't really line up, especially around the back.
This bit on the back is tilted.
Yeah, it's not straight. And the stickers as well, we noticed with the rear stickers,
They don't fit.
yeah, the rear stickers they don't fit the actual place where you would think, so they look like they're not really from this truck. Also, we got a load of decals which we can put on, and some of them were orange. Now, being that the truck is red and black and silver, why would you use orange stickers? But luckily they give you the silver ones as well, so we could put those on. Some of the English is a little bit weird. No wimp, crossing, energetic. So your classic kind of Chinese random English words. But the other thing we found, when we powered it up, the headlights, they're too low. The light shines from the bottom. So that looks a bit odd, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So weren't overly impressed with that. But from a looks point of view, it was okay. I mean, it is a trail truck, really.
The sticker on the transmitter leaves a little bit of a mark when you take it off.
Yeah, that was a bit silly. They put a warning sticker on it, but when you peel it off, it starts to leave marks on the transmitter. Now, this is quite new. So if you buy one in a year's time, when you peel this off, how bad is it going to start leaving marks on the transmitter? So, Also, the body comes with a protective film on it, so take that off before you put your stickers on. So all in all, what do you reckon? From a looks point of view?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Not overly ecstatic, not overly excited. I guess we'll have to see what it runs like.
This car comes in two versions, brushed and brushless.
Yep, and we have the brushed version here now. Also, when we took the cover off, we could see that it had a combined receiver and ESC.
The servo is a 3-pin servo.
So that's good. At least that means if you decide to change the receiver and ESC, you can leave the servo in. What's it like from a speed point of view? Have a go. So the steering is okay, but as you can see, the pull away is not exactly smooth. So this is definitely not a crawler. This is definitely a trail truck.
The one thing I thought was really nice was the power switch.
Yeah, they integrated it quite nicely into the chassis, so that was really nice and very easy to turn it on and off without removing the body.
Tyres are okay. They're more for a trail truck than a crawler.
Yeah, they're not the softest in the world, but they're not rock hard either. So yeah, this one is definitely a trail truck to take out when you go walking. I wouldn't say you would go crawling up rocks and stuff like that on this one for sure. And the suspension is also quite stiff, which is more in keeping with a trail truck. Oh, one thing I did notice from a scale point of view, they got the body pretty good, but the wheel arches are massive, which is a real shame because I think from a scale look, it's close. Right, let's open up the next one, see if it's a bit more exciting.
Yep. I really like this colour, and I think this one should be on the box because there is no sign of it on the box, and that orange car is not as good as this one. And there is a name on the side that says Shockwave, and that makes more sense and is better than Shock.
Yeah, because on the box it just says Shock.
Yeah.
Whereas Shockwave makes more sense, and that I think's okay for a name instead of the random names that they keep calling it. So it should just say Shockwave. You can just about make it out here, but I have to agree with Poppy. The colour of this is much better.
Yeah.
The pinks, the blues, the way they've done it with the light blue fade and then the little bit of green. This is a good looking buggy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas the one on the box is not as nice. Also, tyres, very soft, big squishy tyres, and they are quite grippy as well, so that's really nice. I did like as well, they'd put LED lights in this one, but not just on the headlights. On the top there is a LED bar as well, which is kind of embedded in the actual body. So yeah, really like that. It looks a lot more fun, and I think Poppy likes this one.
The transmitter looks nice and better than the other one, but it's a very funny shape.
Yeah, it's got this weird sort of bit at the top for no reason, and also this is not really doing anything. There is a few flaws with this transmitter. It's a 6-channel transmitter, but this is only a 2-channel use, so they put blanking plates in, so they don't do anything. And they also, on this one, doesn't really sit very well. So it looks like when it was put together, they didn't do the best job in the world. But I agree with Poppy, it is better looking than the other one, a bit more fun. There is some questions towards the logo, but I think we'll just skip past that.
It comes with a wheelie bar, a few tools and a USB charger.
Yeah, pretty standard stuff. I'm guessing from the power of this one, this is brushless, we might have to put that wheelie bar on.
There is very small body pins in this car, and they don't give you any extras, so if you lose one...
Yeah, they are quite small. I can see them disappearing really quickly. They should have just put normal size pins in, I think, because if you take this out, guaranteed we're going to lose a few, aren't we? So this is quite a nippy RC. It's brushless, it's got a 2845 motor in it, and it's 4,400 kV. Not only that, it's got a metal chassis, metal drive shafts, metal diffs, so yeah, metal top deck, so quite a few metal parts, which can be good and can be bad. We'll just have to wait and see when we take it out and give it a bit of a bash.
The battery clip is very difficult to open and close and get the battery in. There are 1800 milliamp hours in this battery.
Yeah, that's more than that was in the other one.
The writing on the battery is very faint, so if you use it a lot, it may wear off.
Yeah, so if the battery wears off what milliamp hours it is, how are you going to know how to charge it? So that's not so great. What I do is take them, get a permanent marker and actually write on them, because once that small text wears off, you could charge this incorrectly. One thing I've noticed, which is really strange, is the arms. They're very soft, they're very thin and flexible. You can actually hold it and bend them. So I don't know whether that's going to be beneficial, that when we jump it, it's less likely to snap them, or whether they're going to snap straight away. One thing that is a bit of a shame, it's great to see that we've got a brushless setup in it, but a combined ESC and receiver, real shame. Should like to see a separate one. That would have been a nice tick for this buggy. Also, one thing that does concern me is these big soft tyres are connected to a very small servo. So can that servo put up with a bit of bashing? Well, we're just going to find out, and we're going to bash this one quite a bit. So we'll be interested to see, can it survive?
This car I don't think is as good looking as the Shockwave, because the colours aren't as vibrant as on the Shockwave.
I think the other colours are prettier. I have to say I do like this body. It looks very familiar to a slightly larger manufacturer, so a bit of a copy there, but I can understand, yeah, the reds and the greys are a bit more muted versus the lovely vibrant colours of the Shockwave, for sure.
And the controller is exactly the same as the Shockwave, just different stickers on it.
I was surprised at that they used identical ones, and they literally just changed the stickers. But again, it's the same thing where it's got 6 channels and loads of buttons that don't do anything, and they're just rock hard. That's surprising.
And the pins on this car have little attachers so you don't lose them, but they're a little bit harder to put on. Yeah.
If you had the choice, would you rather have tethered pins that are larger or the smaller pins that you saw on the Shockwave?
The tethered.
So the tethered ones, yeah. I think I'd agree, mainly because you're just less likely to lose them when you're out driving.
And the last thing is, when you take off the film, it is a little bit hard because of the tethered pins.
Oh yeah, they get stuck.
Yeah.
Ah, cool. So when you remove the top, yes, it's very WO Toys-like with its alloy chassis. A lot of the running gear is all alloy, prop shafts, drive shaft. Also the diffs are metal as well, and they're oil shocks. They are metal, pretty standard. We see these on quite a lot of cars these days.
The battery is 1500 milliamp hours, and this is the same as the Bomber Truck.
Yeah, the Bomber Truck battery is identical, apart from one thing. The sticker. You can see this one has a sticker on it which tells you a lot more information about it versus the little tiny print, which we don't really like. So definitely a thumbs up for the Bomber Truck having a proper sticker telling you exactly what your battery is. Yet again, this truck has a integrated receiver ESC. Bit of a shame, but I guess at this price point, that's what you get. But being that it's brushed motor, I'm a bit concerned that maybe this isn't as fast as we need it to be, as that is quite a small brush motor, but then the car is lighter. But I get the feeling it's definitely not going to be as fast as the Shockwave, being that that's brushless. But we won't know until we take it out and drive it. Also, the suspension, I did have a play around with the suspension, and it does feel a little bit more dialed in than the Shockwave truck. I think the oil in the actual shocks is a little bit better set up. I think they're pretty much identical shocks. They're just not set up as much. I think there might be a little bit of air in the Shockwave, but I don't know. Maybe we'll check it, but we won't know until we drive it. So this is supposed to be a comparison video between basher buggies, but we've also got a trail truck. So we've got 2 bashers and 1 trail truck. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but they're the 3 kits that came as a bundle. So I've dug through my parts bin and I found us another one. Yeah, I'm supposed to have reviewed this. I was supposed to review. I was supposed to have. I can't say it. I was supposed to have reviewed. Yeah. I was supposed to have reviewed this one ages ago, and then I took them on holiday and it rained and I never did.
So, what's happened to the review of the cars?
It got rained out. We'll have to do it another day. So I thought, hey, we will drop this one into the review as well. So let's unbox it and take a look at it. So what do we get in the box? So we've got the usual USB. We've got a manual. We've got some stickers. Now we've actually got 2 of these. One is blue and the other is yellow. I think you lift up these, I think. You have to pull it right out. There we go. So we've just unboxed it. What do you think of it?
I don't think it's as good as the Shockwave and the Bomber, but it's not last of its looks. I think the racing
so
it's not as good.
Oh, so you actually think this is better looking than the racing one?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I actually quite like this one. I like the black from my looks, and having a few stickers to put on I think is good as well. One thing that I have noticed, the battery. Yeah, this is only 850 milliamp battery in this truck compared to the others that are all 1500. That's going to come back and bite us when we take it driving, that's for sure, because that is really low. So I'm really disappointed on that. For the rest of the truck, I think it looks okay. The tyres, what do you think? Yeah, they're reasonably soft. There's no sponges in them though. This one is mainly plastic. The suspension is all plastic, the shocks, which unlike all the others was metal. Okay, so let's take the body off and have a look at what you get inside.
The first thing when we took the body off, we noticed that is a full-size servo.
Yeah, this one actually out of all of them has a full-size servo. So hopefully this is going to mean that the steering is better than all the others. You can swap this out, but it is a proprietary servo connection, not a 3-pin. So if you decide that you want to put a better full-size servo in it, you're going to have to change that receiver and ESC. So overall, kind of give you with one hand and take you away with the other. Motor, this is the brushed version. One thing we did like was the actual battery mount. When you put the battery in, it's a clip. And Charlie doesn't agree. He says he doesn't like it at all. So getting the battery in and out of this is pretty straightforward. No issues at all. One thing we definitely didn't like is the connector. The connector is not a Dean's connector like all the others.
Suspension feels okay, but plastic all round.
Yeah, that is a bit disappointing. And Charlie really doesn't like this car. Right. Now this was one of the most expensive cars, but it's now on sale, which brings it down into the range of the rest of these. So hopefully it should be the best, but I'm guessing we're going to have to find out. What do you think of the transmitter?
It's a little bit smaller than the others. The steering does have a little bit of foam, but it is a little bit smaller.
Yeah, plasticky. It is quite plasticky. But I think none of them in this group really jump out as being brilliant. Uses 4 AA batteries. I guess what's going for it, it's smaller than the others, but I wouldn't say it's amazing, would you?
No.
Yeah. So we've checked out the boxes, we've unpacked everything, we've had a good rummage through all the cars. Do you have a favourite yet? While she's thinking about that, just wanted to clarify, yes, we know we've got 2 buggies and a trail truck. It would have been nicer if we had 3 exactly the same, but this is what I had. So yeah, if you're in the market for a trail truck, obviously you can't really compare it to these. But it's just entertainment, and also I was interested to see whether Poppy would actually be attracted to a trail truck. So, have you got a favourite so far?
I think so.
Which one do you like the most so far?
This one.
This one? What makes you choose that one? I thought this was definitely going to be the winner.
Well, that one's good with, like, the colour, but I think that one's, like, better.
Just a better truck.
Yeah.
Ooh, controversial. This is brushless. That's brushed. So I suppose we'll have to wait and see. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take them out, give them a good drive, and then come back. Poppy's going to drive every single one, and then you can make your final decision. If you had £100 to spend, which one would you get? So we've also got a new contender. That's this, the Bonzai Intrepid. Name might be a little bit of a stretch for this one, but we're going to find out as well. So we've got 4 cars and we've got 4 people. So let's see which one is the best. The first test is a drag race up the hill in the wet to see if you can get to the top. That's first. Obviously we've got 3 sort of basher buggies and 1 trail truck. So I'm not too sure about the trail truck, but we'll give it a go anyway. Will you stop messing about? Calm down. Give her a bit of power and she's off, look. Are we ready? Are we steady? Go! Ah! Hey! Do you want the trail truck? Trail truck's the easiest one.
Go on then, you swap with Daddy.
Are you ready? Are you set? Go! The trail truck's in the lead!
20 is a lot.
Yay! The trail truck did it! Woo! It's the trail truck! Oh! Do you understand, Pops? Round there, along there, round there, and then back up. And you have to go around twice, okay? Ready, steady, go!
It's in a backwards race. That's tricky.
Where are we? Everyone's lost their cars. Oh, that doesn't sound too good. Yay! Woo! Winner. It's probably got some bit of thingy stuck in it. It's probably got a leaf or a bit of twig or something. Right, what else can we do?
Jump. I want to jump it.
You want to jump it? Right, let's go. Let's go do some jumping then. Yeah. And the poor trail truck is going to be jumped. Are you ready? Yeah. Go. It survived. Press backwards, Pops. Yay. Right, the battery's dying on this one, but we're going to give it a go. It's downhill. Yeah, that's pathetic. So, as expected, the Bonzai Intrepid died first because it has a horrifically small battery. Are you ready?
Whoa!
Ready?
Ready?
Next one. So we got a battery fell out of this one.
Yeah, when I was racing it on the meet, it fell out like 5 times.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
So apparently the battery fell out of this one quite a few times, so that's not a great thing. So we've got some LEDs that have failed. Oh, the battery's run out. That's it. Oh, did you break it? Is it out of range? Oh, I think the battery's flat. That's it. Look, it's flashing. Right, go and get it then. Go and get it. You drove it and the battery died. So now I need your opinions. We've got all 4 cars and we're going to do it in different categories. So stand by the car that you think's the best looking. So we have a winner. Stand by the car that you think's the fastest. Oh, we've got a definite winner. Stand by the car that you like the most. Wow. Are you standing there? So we've got split between the 3. And stand by the car that you think's the worst. And why do you think that's the worst?
It's not very fast. It's not the greatest for like wet terrain like this.
Yeah. Poppy, why is that you?
I think it's because there's not much colour and it's boring.
It didn't last very long, did it?
It's slow and the battery didn't last long.
And the steering was really slow.
It was really sluggish.
Ah, so there we go. So we've got a pretty split, but I was amazed that Poppy's final decision is that out of all of them, which one would you buy? If you could only have one, which one would you have? The trail truck. Wow. Well, what? That's a change up. Hey. Back to the studio. Bye, everybody. So obviously that was a little bit chaotic, but we did actually learn some valuable bits of information after taking it out and blasting them all around. I was really surprised that Poppy's favourite was the Bomber. So why did you pick the Bomber? You changed your mind a lot.
I think it was mostly because it wasn't as fast, so it was easier to steer left and right.
Oh, so while you're kind of learning to do RC, it's better to have something that's not crazy fast, so you got more fun out of it because you can control it more. Well, that's really interesting. So you think, would you progress from this one to another one?
Yes, I would go to this one after.
So you think after you've got used to it a bit more, you would then move to maybe this one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I was really surprised that everybody didn't like this. And yeah, there were some definite downsides to this. Obviously, like you saw, the battery is tiny. Why that battery is in this, yeah, it's not good at all. But the steering was really poor. It was very slow. So of course, if you want to change the servo in this one, you've got to change the receiver and ESC as well. So that pretty much wrote this one off, even though I personally think this one's actually quite good looking. But compared to the others, yeah, definitely I agree with everyone. This one is not a contender at all. But this is probably my favourite. I personally thought this one was the fastest because it's brushless. And because it's brushless, it went longer than the others. But it is a handful, that's for sure. So I can understand where you're coming from with the control. It just spins around and spins out and then isn't much fun. So if you're looking to purchase for someone, it does really make a difference what level they're on. So all in all, yeah, the Bomber was a surprise that it actually turned out to be your favourite. So hey, I guess we learned something. Thanks very much. See you on the next one. Bye.